Hey guys, Clayton here with another video for you today. We're going to be reviewing the Google Home Mini and comparing it to Siri on my iPhone XS Max. First thing I wanted to show you is the speaker. The Google Mini has one 360-degree up-firing speaker. The sound quality is pretty below average for its standard Bluetooth speaker, but if you have no other audio choice, it's better than no music at all. So now I'm going to compare it to the JBL Flip 3 or 4, I'm not really sure which one I have, but I'll be comparing it to a high quality JBL speaker.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I round my life, jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it, we make it. Take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it, we make it. Oh my baby.
As you can see, the JBL sounds so much better. With deeper bass and richer treble, just everything sounds so much better, and it's a much better sound quality for your buck. I think it was $50 on Black Friday, which is right around the corner, so keep your guys' eyes out. Oh, so basically if you bought this, you're more than likely not using it for sound. You're using it for in-home smart capabilities. Or so you can just ask it quick questions on the fly. For example, you can ask Google to turn the lights on in the living room. Then Google will turn the lights on in the living room. If you have compatible bulbs, switches, plugs, you have to have all the compatible stuff. Obviously, it's not just going to work unless you spend a little extra money, but it's very nice. I'll actually be showing you how that works in my Insignia Google Home video, so that'll be coming very soon. Google has a whole list of things it can control, like the Nest and all sorts of different things. I'll leave a link down in the description. You guys can go check that out. But it has over hundreds of thousands of different things it can connect to and control. Like, I know that this one can turn on my TV, but that area is kind of dirty, so I don't want to show you it right now. So now we'll move on to our next part. Now we will actually test the Google Assistant. We will ask it 5 basic questions. Then we will ask Siri the same questions. After the 5 basic questions, I will ask it 3 more complicated or challenging questions. We will see who's better. I know it's not a perfect test because I don't have the HomePod, so Siri is going to show a lot of things on my phone. It's going to show display, but you know, it's still a fairly good test. We're comparing it on how they respond instead of more what Siri's going to show. Hey Google, who am I?
Your name is Clayton.
Hey Siri, who am I?
You're Clayton, but you asked me to call you Handy.
Hey Google, who's the first president of the United States?
George Washington was the first president of the United States.
Hey Siri, who's the first president of the United States?
George Washington was one of the founding fathers of the United States of America and served as the nation's first president. Would you like to hear more?
No. Hey Google, what's the closest gas station?
Dillon's Fuel Center is on 13415 West Maple Street in Wichita and is 2 miles away.
Hey Siri, what's the closest gas station?
The closest one I found is Murphy, USA on West Kellogg Drive in Goddard. Is that the one you're looking for?
Sure.
Okay, I can call that location. or get directions to it. What would you like me to do?
Cancel.
Okay.
Hey Google, what's on my calendar today?
Sorry, I can't find anything on your calendar for then.
Hey Siri, what's on my calendar today?
Here's your appointment. At 4 p.m., work.
Hey Google, who's better, you or Siri?
Here's a summary from the website gizmodo.com. Google Assistant is much more than an assistant. Despite the name, it will read you poetry, tell you a joke, or play a game with you. It's also fair to say it's still more rough around the edges than Siri is, but Apple's got its work cut out if it wants to keep pace with what Google's doing.
Hey Siri, who's better, you or Google?
I only try to best myself.
Hey Google, what's 328,222 times 76?
The answer is 24,944,872.
Hey Siri, what's 328,222 times 76?
328,222 times 76 is 24,944,872.
Hey Google, who created the Bill of Rights?
James Madison. On the website billofrightsinstitute.org, they say, James Madison wrote the amendments, which list specific prohibitions on governmental power, in response to calls from several states for greater constitutional protection for individual liberties.
Hey Siri, who wrote the Bill of Rights?
I found some information about that. Take a look.
Hey Google, how many calories are on our Thanksgiving turkeys?
On the website consumerreports.org, they say, so at around 2,000 calories in our Thanksgiving dinner, even the CR spread has more than a daily allotment of calories for many.
Hey Google. Hey Siri.
I guess my Siri impression is working, even when I'm not trying. I can also do an impression of a toaster.
Well, that's funny. Hey Siri, how many calories are in our Thanksgiving turkeys?
Here's what I found on the web for how many calories are in a Thanksgiving turkey. Have a look.
After that comparison, you can clearly see that Google had much more verbal answers than Siri did. Siri mainly just sent you to a bunch of websites that you could access on your phone. And based off research, if the HomePod didn't know, which has Siri on it, it's Apple's version. If it didn't have it, it would do the same thing and just be like, sorry, I don't think I can help with that. So one of the major downsides to the Google Home Mini that you saw in iOS, was iOS devices are not very compatible with this thing. It cannot read your iOS like your standard calendar. So if you ask it, hey Google, what's on my calendar today?
Sorry, I can't find anything on your calendar for then.
It has no access to my calendar. Even if you try and link Google Home, like the Google Calendar, to your Apple Calendar, it won't work because it can't read third-party calendar input. So, kind of disappointing about that, but it's not the end of the world because there are so many other uses I use it for, and personally, I want to have them all around my house just in case I need to ask a quick question, turn the lights on and off really quick. Other than that, we'll move on to our last and final part. So this is the part where I tell you whether this thing is worth it. So the Google Home is worth $50 at your store. You can go to Walmart, just about everywhere sells it actually. But they're $50 and I would definitely say yes. Even though if you're an Apple or iOS user, it's not very compatible with your but your calendar, it still works amazingly. And I mean, if you absolutely want your calendar, it doesn't really take much to switch over to Google Calendars, which I've used in the past, and it is a very great calendar setup. So I know a lot of my friends use that. But other than that, the only other downside would probably be the speaker and the sound quality. The sound quality is not great, as you saw, compared to the JBL. The JBL is just, I mean, it's made for premium, though. This Google Home is not made to sound great audio musical-wise. It is meant to just do things that you want it to do. Like if you tell the TV to turn on, that's what it's meant to do. That's why it's the mini. That's why it's only $50 instead of $120 for the bigger one. So other than that, though, I would say that this product is definitely worth $50. And if you guys hold on to your money a little bit longer, Black Friday is like less than a week away now. Typically, all Google products drop in price. So your Google Home Minis stereotypically are like $30. Your Google Home, the normal one, if you're more into that, is about $70. And I've even heard that the new Google Home Hub is going to be $100. So yeah, if you guys can just hang out, hold on, and not spend your money quite yet, they should be fairly affordable, and it's going to be a nice way to integrate your house into the smart world. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like the video, then make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the little notification button so you can figure out when all my videos come out. And I'll see y'all next time.